sustainability and green energy, Viking heritage, welfare system, new Nordic food. Welcome to Denmark Explained, where we explore the rich tapestry of Danish culture, one captivating story at a time. In recent years, Denmark has made significant efforts to strengthen its defense capabilities, with a particular focus on rearming its navy. This decision, driven by a complex array of geopolitical, technological, and strategic concerns, signals a shift in Denmark's security posture. But why is Denmark, a country that has traditionally prided itself on its peaceful diplomacy, now moving toward increasing military readiness? But before we continue, please support the channel by pressing the like button, share and hit subscribe. Thank you. Denmark, located in the heart of Northern Europe, has historically been a NATO member committed to regional stability and security. For decades, the nation has been able to maintain its security by relying on international alliances, particularly with NATO and the European Union. The Danish military, including the Navy, has primarily focused on peacekeeping missions, counter-piracy operations, and humanitarian aid in global hotspots. However, in recent years, geopolitical tensions in the Baltic Sea and the wider North Atlantic have led Denmark to reconsider its approach. The growing assertiveness of Russia, especially following its annexation of Crimea in 2014, has raised alarm bells across Europe. Moscow's increased military activity near Denmark's borders, including the deployment of advanced naval vessels and missile systems, has become a direct threat to Denmark's national security. Russia's military buildup in the region is not just about demonstrating power, it's about asserting control over critical shipping routes and strategic waters. The North Sea, which borders Denmark, is a vital passage for global trade and energy transport. The waters surrounding Denmark, including the Baltic, hold significant military and economic value. Russia's increased presence in these waters, coupled with its growing naval capabilities, poses a significant challenge to Denmark's defense. In response to these increasing threats, Denmark has decided to reinvest in its naval forces. This decision is part of a broader effort to modernize the Danish armed forces, ensuring they are capable of addressing the evolving security challenges posed by both state and non-state actors. One of the key aspects of Denmark's naval rearmament is the modernization of its fleet. The Danish Navy is investing heavily in new warships, submarines, and advanced naval technology. This includes the procurement of modern frigates equipped with cutting-edge radar systems, missile defense capabilities, and enhanced sonar systems designed to detect submarines and underwater threats. Additionally, Denmark is looking to expand its submarine fleet. Submarines play a critical role in modern naval warfare, particularly in coastal defense and deterrence operations. Denmark's increased focus on this aspect of its navy is in direct response to the growing threat posed by Russian submarines in the region. The ability to detect and track enemy submarines is a priority for the Danish Navy, given the increasing complexity of naval warfare. The role of NATO and strategic alliances. While Denmark's rearmament efforts are largely driven by its own security concerns, the country is also deepening its cooperation with NATO. As a key member of the alliance, Denmark is contributing to collective defense initiatives, ensuring that its military readiness aligns with NATO's strategic priorities. NATO's presence in the Baltic and North Atlantic has become increasingly important in countering Russian aggression. Denmark's naval rearmament is viewed as a critical component of NATO's overall strategy to deter further Russian expansionism. Denmark's participation in joint naval exercises, such as those conducted with the United States, the United Kingdom, and other NATO allies, has been instrumental in enhancing its naval capabilities and interoperability with other Western forces. A new Cold War? The decision to rearm the Danish Navy is not without controversy. Critics argue that it signals the onset of a new Cold War in Europe, where the balance of power is shifting and military tensions are once again rising. Some even fear that the rearmament of the Danish Navy could provoke further escalation with Russia, potentially leading to an arms race in the region. On the other hand, proponents of Denmark's decision argue that a strong and modern navy is essential for safeguarding national security and maintaining Denmark's role as a responsible NATO member. Given the growing military threats from Russia and other global powers, They believe that Denmark's rearmament is a necessary step to ensure the country's future security and stability. The economic impact. While Denmark's decision to rearm its navy is motivated by security concerns, there are also significant economic implications. The procurement of new naval vessels and technologies represents a substantial investment in the country's defense industry. This rearmament is expected to create jobs and boost local economies, particularly in industries related to shipbuilding and defense technology. However, some critics argue that the money being spent on rearmament could be better spent elsewhere, such as on social programs or domestic infrastructure. The growing costs of military expansion could place a strain on Denmark's economy, especially as the country grapples with other pressing issues such as climate change and energy security. Given the growing tensions in Europe, what do you think Denmark's priorities should be moving forward? Should Denmark continue to invest heavily in military expansion to protect itself from potential threats, or should Denmark pursue a more diplomatic approach, focusing on peaceful solutions and reducing its military footprint? The decision will likely have lasting implications not just for Denmark, but for the entire region. The world watches closely as Denmark makes its next move. We hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps us bring you more amazing content. Join us here at Denmark Explained, where we uncover the wonders of Danish culture one story at a time. See you in the next video.